Yes.
Who's this for?
ABC.
Oh, ABC.
Yeah.
ABC, let's do it.
There's not room to do that in there.
That's what I said. They've given us a dodgy one.
Today was a really big and very emotional day. We focused on Indigenous peoples, not only Aboriginal Australians, but Indigenous peoples from all over the world, and we got some really beautiful personal stories that I think we all got a lot out of.
Yeah, I definitely really liked what a lot of people said about the value of giving voice to our history and our heritage, and I think that's a really important theme of the Parliament. So
here they are.
Yeah.
So, Wamanjika, Narambik Big Bunurong, Namdak Barupton Antawuna. Welcome to the traditional lands of the Bunwurrung, the land of the Great Bay, our beautiful home.
So the apology, that's it there. But I'm going to pass that around for you to look at and to read the words. Now the apology isn't the end of it. It's only part of it, and it was one that we could achieve, and we did.
I'm imagining, you know, sorry, no matter how beautifully worded, 100 years later, I would just not accept that. I'm just wondering how much effect that had on you.
I'm going to say it is important, and I think it's natural justice. But personally, I'm dripping in gold. I don't need the money. It isn't the money. I want the natural justice. I'd be more than happy to donate my money to keeping Aboriginal kids in Catholic schools. So it's not the money. And I go live by the river anyway.
They created reservations to protect Indian lands. But we were treated very much like wildlife. I mean, today, you have reserves, wildlife reserves. Well, that's what Indian reservations are.
All my family were labelled itinerant blacks. And how could that be? There's some really lovely, beautiful family members that I know that are just not itinerant, but they might be black.
Australian Federal Police.
I work out of Canberra.
What are you doing at the Parliament, Koala?
Well, I work with the multicultural communities in Canberra, so we've come down here to say hello to everyone.
Fantastic.
I remember the first year I came back from the boarding school, and my grandmother says, that I finished Kishanti. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, we cook outside, and she says, hand me that hook. And I had no idea what she's talking about, because I had been in school 9 months, and I had not heard of that Vaneshkish for 9 months, and I didn't know what it meant. In the boarding school, and this is a lot of the people that are now talking about the trauma, the PTSD of what you went through, of trying to get rid of your identity, where you no longer really fit in this culture or this culture. And you don't have the whole foundation well enough to be anchored in this culture. You lose your identity when you lose your language. You can't call on your deity when you lose your language. And it's very hard to find some words that you can translate.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, now.
Older people today need to think about the future of the younger people. Is in the future, like even your children, and look back at this time and say, gee, we're very selfish people, because we didn't do nothing about protecting the land that they need to live on. It's not as if they can just go to another planet. There's only one planet we live on. We must look after it. That's what Aboriginal people have been trying to tell the people for the last 230 years.
They have a
Just like
No
that.
idea.
Just like that.
And a reporter asked me, he says, well, what's your bottom line? said, well, I don't know. I hadn't thought about that. And I started to think about that. That's a question. It's a serious question he asked me. I couldn't answer it. I said, give me some time to think about this. And so I did. And I came to the conclusion that Indigenous people do not have a bottom line. We live in cycles. We live in the cycle of life. We live in the cycle of seasons. There is no bottom line. There's only a continuity.
You can have it for 100 years, 200, 300 years, the way things are going, but it's going to come back. Everything comes back to the rightful owner. Everything. That's the true thing. All right, see you all later.
Just go. Yeah, that, if you can make that noise inside, it's like.
And with this work,
you got to seal the top. Yeah. That's not bad. That's a image.
I knew I wouldn't be able to.